Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is September the 23rd, 2018. This game is not rigged. Strong hand. Your source for 20%er Bitcoin knowledge. Unconfiscatable world reserve cryptocurrency. One Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin. Value your wealth in Bitcoin. Hey, check out the links below. Everything I talk about in this video is linked to below. My archives can be found at disruptmeister.com. Get your Trezor, your t-shirts, all linked to below. Affiliate codes. Check out This Week in Bitcoin. It was awesome. Stefan Livera was in from Australia. We had a blast on Friday. BGold Ed and Rocky Palumbo were on the show. So check out Friday's show. And yesterday's Beyond Bitcoin show was long, and I was getting wild, man. I have enough content on there to start a new channel. Maybe I'll have a second channel one of these days. You should watch Saturday's show. Pound that freaking like button. All right, so yeah, I'm in motion for life, dude. You never know when Meister's gonna fling out a second channel to get more people into Bitcoin. But there are other people in motion also. Giacomo Zucco and Francis were over in and they've been on my show before. They were over in Latvia this weekend, and they announced something called the B Foundation. I linked to it below. I better have linked to it below. The B Foundation. If it's not linked below, I'll add it. The B is a group of friends and supporters of Bitcoin. We joined our forces to accelerate the development of new features and open source tools to help the wider public understand Bitcoin and use it with ease to attract new talent to Bitcoin. They also have a Twitter, and I was supposed to link to that Twitter also. And it says the B supports Bitcoin development, marketing, and education. Want to help, donate, and spread the love. Okay, so they're good guys behind that. I don't know that much about it. I just found out about it a few hours ago. But you guys can check it out. It's linked to below. A lot of people say, "Oh, why doesn't Bitcoin market itself? Why don't they have?" Well, here, some entrepreneurs came up with an idea, and we'll see. They're known in the space. They're guys that have been on the show before. So yeah, you know who they are, and hopefully they do. Hey, man, I know these guys. They love Bitcoin. They're doing good things. So check them out. All right, Matt Odell has a tweet out there. It says, moral arguments are irrelevant. If we can block certain groups of users from using Bitcoin, then the project will have failed and will eventually be worthless. Bitcoin is available to all, and there's nothing we can do about that by design. It's a feature, not a bug. And that is freaking awesome. You know, Bitcoin can't exclude. Your enemies can buy Bitcoin, okay? They can fund their organizations with Bitcoin, and you can't stop them. There's no blacklist on Bitcoin. There's no PayPal saying, "Oh, you can't. We're going to shut you down. We don't like you." Oh, we're going to get to that in a second. So because this is going on. The title of the show. This is big today. You know, everyone that's being blocked by PayPal, you know, they can scream and they can cry, or they can go over to Bitcoin and understand that Bitcoin doesn't exclude like PayPal does. But the question is, can you, or your content that you create, can you pass the PayPal test? Now, what is the PayPal test? What is the PayPal test? The PayPal test is something I just came up with. If PayPal all of a sudden out of the blue one day says, "Hey, dude, you're out. You can't use us anymore." Will you be financially ruined? Will you be in a horrible situation? You want to be able to pass the PayPal test, okay? You don't want to be that dependent on PayPal where you're going to be rushing around trying to figure out, "Oh, how am I going to raise money now? How am I going to make money now? My business is complete." So how do you pass the PayPal test? You get Bitcoin. You make yourself Bitcoin friendly, okay? You have Bitcoin addresses on everything. If you ever got shut down by PayPal, then you seamlessly transition to you already got your Bitcoin addresses listed there. You've already got your You've already been promoting Bitcoin in your Bitcoin and how to fund you to send you money that way. And people will be like, oh, that guy prepared. I'll support him even more because he knew not to put all his eggs in one basket with PayPal. He passed the PayPal test. So guys, if you are running some sort of business where you rely heavily on PayPal, and you better ask yourself, if they just cut me off one day, would I be down the creek? Would this be the end of it? And, get into Bitcoin, figure out a way that you could pass that PayPal test. Okay, I see in the super chat, B Rook said, with a strong hand, the Lord rescued you. Exodus 13. Yeah, I get B Rook. I think during the Passover, last year during Passover, it says in the Seder, because that is Exodus, it says with a strong hand. And when I was reading that during the Seder with my family, I go, strong hand, just like that. So yes, strong hand is used in the Bible. And it's a good reminder there. But yes, everyone, even if you don't believe in God, someone just dropped something heavy up there. Have a strong hand with Bitcoin. Have a strong hand with your life. All right. Thank you, B Rock, for the $1.99 in the super chat. I assume you can pass the PayPal test. So again, the basic principles of Bitcoin here. Oh yeah, well let me read you this. First of all, let me read you the Alex Jones thing. This is from Nathaniel Popper. He says PayPal has indeed told InfoWars that they will need to get a new payment processor, the latest tech company to cut InfoWars off. A PayPal spokesman says, we undertook an extensive review of the InfoWars sites and found instances that promoted hate or discriminatory intolerance. Okay, with Bitcoin, there is no hate or discriminatory intolerance. There's just that doesn't exist. You can be the most hateful, discriminatory person on earth, and you can use Bitcoin. And that is a feature. It is not a bug. So Alex Jones, and I've said this on a few shows. He has said odd things about Bitcoin before. Get a move on, Alex. If you care, if you want to keep making money, this is the way to go, and you'll do well. Again, I'm saying this, I'm not a fan of Alex Jones, really. A lot of the things he says are just, I think, are ridiculous, but he's been good with Second Amendment stuff in the past. But again, for me personally, I want him to get into Bitcoin because I know it'll be good for Bitcoin. It'll be good. It'll be a good. All of a sudden, all the haters that hate Alex Jones out there, which is like all the mainstream media, will be like, look, Bitcoin is being used by this racist conspiracy theory. I'll call him every name in the book, but it will wait and it'll just backfire. It will backfire. People will find out about Bitcoin. But again, Alex Jones, you don't want to make any money, then yeah, do whatever you're going to do. I don't, whatever. But for anyone else that wants to, be able to pass the PayPal test. Okay, so a basic principle of Bitcoin here is that, and we're reminded by all of these examples, that no person or entity should control your money in any way. So right there, when you're dependent on PayPal, your money, PayPal controls your money. When you're dependent on fiat, okay, the United States government controls your money. Again, when you're dependent on a bank, the bank can just shut you down. If you just have a bunch of cash underneath your bed, you're dependent on the United States government, they could inflate you away, okay? Bitcoin, if 21 million are ever going to be produced, that's it, okay? I guess you're dependent on math. That's about it there, but that is the glory of Bitcoin, that you are not, your money is your money. You totally control it in every imaginable way if you control your private key. All right, we won't go into that. Don't store your Bitcoin at third parties, for God's sake. If you're new to this channel, maybe you haven't heard that before. All right. So here's a short-term thinker, 80%er excuse of the future. This is actually from Jamison Lopp, but it's a quote from Bruce Fenton. A lot of people don't care about having a better form of money. They probably won't care until their current money collapses. Even then, they'll probably just blame whoever the politicians tell them was at fault and carry on with their lives. So yes, I agree with that. In some of these countries, they're so in Argentina, they're so used to their money being inflated away. they're just used to it. And then the government will say, you know, we'll blame it on these people. And they'll be, yes, government, I love you. You've just made me so poor, but it's someone else's fault. I will take no personal responsibility, and I will continue to play the Argentine peso game, or what, you know, fill in the blank, you know, South African rand game, all of these things that inflate away, you know, to nonsense. Okay, they will continue. They'll just blame other people. They'll not be in motion, and that's the way of the 80%er. And they'll be happy they can get a big screen TV or new Nikes or whatever. Again, you know, in some of these countries, they probably can't get a big screen TV. They're just satisfied with like the lower end bread and circuses type of stuff, like the fancy shoes or, you know, the latest designer shirt, or I don't know, you know, this type of shirt. This is a true designer shirt. Pound that freaking like button. All right. So yeah, I mean, these are kind of like that's like a Saturday topic, a Beyond Bitcoin show topic almost. How you know, so many people are never going to get into Bitcoin because they're just lazy, and they're just used to the system. They're just happy with the way things are, and they like to blame other people. They don't want to take personal responsibility. And Bitcoin is all about taking personal responsibility of your life. But again, 80%ers make up the majority. That most of them will never they're never going to want anything to do with personal responsibility. But yeah, well, okay, again, so here, let's talk about DLive and Steemit and all of this drama that is going on here. Now, again, my buddy Patrick, who got me into DLive, is not a fan of DLive anymore. He says, Adam, you got to move on from that. You know, go to DTube now. So what happened is that the people behind DLive were using the Steem blockchain, and suddenly they've changed to something called Lino, Lino. And I have linked to numerous links below. You can read about it yourself. You know, something, you know, I am still going to keep posting on Steemit, first of all, okay? This video you're watching live on Steemit right now. Again, I like Steemit. I get this thing called Steem. I turn it into Bitcoin. That's great. Now, I wasn't posting on DLive every day. I was every once in a while I would do a DLive exclusive, and you know, DLive is very easy to upload on. It is easy. It was easier than DTube, okay, which is now being recommended, which is Steem friendly, okay. So I'm not going to just all of a sudden, if I can post on DLive as much as I posted before with ease, I'll continue to do it. I'll get this Lino stuff, and if I can sell the Lino stuff for Bitcoin, I will continue. Now, if I can't sell the Lino stuff for Bitcoin, then no, I'm not going to. No, again, it's all about getting more and more Bitcoin. Okay, so I don't. Is this Lino Lino.network? Is it on Ethereum or something like that? I don't even know. So everyone's saying that, or a lot of people are saying that that the DLive people just use Steem to become popular. And there was their intention all along to move to Lino or Lino. I mean, it shows you how much I care about this. I can't even pronounce the thing right. You know what? If they had some master plan all along, then I guess they did. Okay, but to tell you the truth, guys, the DLive people help get people in the Steem. Use your Steem and your Steemit also. Again, Steemit is not just about making videos; it's about posting content. So that, you know, we're talking about a DLive, Steem, DTube controversy here. That's all about videos and stuff. The bottom line is this: is that there's going to have to be a competitor to YouTube one day that easily gets people cryptocurrency, that you get paid with cryptocurrency, be it Bitcoin, be it whatever, that you can turn into Bitcoin, okay? So right now, all of you people who are getting caught up in this drama, arguing over Steemit, Lino, DLive, blah, 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 all the people in Mountain View, at Google, in Palo Alto, in San Francisco are laughing at you because it's the big behemoth is YouTube, okay? The crypto people should be trying to figure out a way to battle YouTube, to make a lot of YouTubers come over to them. Instead, you have all these people, all these crypto video people yelling and screaming at each other, saying, you know, it was all a big plan all along and everything. So think of it that way, okay? Think of it that way. For me as a content producer and to all the content creators out there, you know, continue to do what you're going to do. Just try to get the best way you can earn crypto to turn it into Bitcoin. Figure it out on your own. It's all linked to below. But again, but let's get a crypto YouTube out there. And, there's obviously numerous groups working on this. Lino people, DLive, Steemit, etc. And I have said it before. I don't recommend you buying Lino. I don't recommend you buying Steem. I recommend you buying Bitcoin. And if you can get the other things for free, turn them into Bitcoin. That's the bottom line of this channel. Value your wealth in freaking Bitcoin. And and I'll continue to post on YouTube too, because I get paid in dollars. You can turn that into Bitcoin also, right? And again, YouTube is the easiest of them all, whether you like it or not. And yeah, it does censor people. And I do want to see, talking about censoring people, these are the guy that is the DLive promoter or in charge of DLive who posts on Steemit. He is and I link to these things below. He posts these updates about him going over to Lino, and it gets downvoted so much that it gets censored. You can't. So, for the people that complain about YouTube censoring, well, over on Steemit, they're censoring this dude by everyone just going crazy, out of their mind saying, no, we're going to downvote this because he's saying that he's leaving Steemit. And it's not a good look, to tell you the truth, to be honest with you. But again, check it all out yourselves, and it's linked to below. All right, so here's a hilarious, we need some, because that stuff isn't very funny that we just talked about. It's very unfortunate. So let's talk about something that's really funny here. The hilarious tweet of the day comes from Ryan X Charles. He says Bitcoin is going to drop to number 40 on CoinMarketCap. It has no utility, and the entire thing is an emperor has no clothes type of situation. High fee coin is a stupid idea, and it's going to fail. Children understand this. To the best of my knowledge, he was sober when he wrote that. So it's a pretty funny tweet. I think you guys will get a kick out of it. And he's such a big Bcash fan that that's what he tweets out. He actually is an intelligent person. He has a big graduate degree, and it just shows you that people with big graduate degrees and are smart can post things like that. All right, here we got a Guy Bennett sends, but I thought it was hilarious. Guy Bennett sends $5 in the super chat. He says, strong hand, long-term thinking, unconfiscatable, deferral gratification, offended by selling, personal responsibility is a new counterculture. Guy Bennett, I don't know where you got those lines from. Dude, those are the best freaking lines in all of crypto. Man, those catchphrases, they're freaking awesome, Guy Bennett. So thank you for those $5. I don't know who inspired you to come up with those. Those are freaking awesome, though. Those are freaking awesome. Pound that like button. That's my saying. There's other ones. They're pretty good, too. Thank you, Guy Bennett. All right. So let us talk about some people that are in motion. Besides the dudes I talked about at the top of the show, let's talk about allgoodlab.com. I linked to it below. Allgoodlab.com. Founder Dylan McKenna wants to help raise awareness around cryptocurrencies, blockchain technology, and most importantly, Bitcoin itself. To do so, he decided to combine his passions and created a crypto-inspired streetwear clothing line. He hopes that its innovative design will trigger internet interest around the space. So yeah, this dude contacted me, and he told me about his shirts and he's got these pictures of models, hipster models in Manhattan, it looks like, and he's going to send me a shirt, and so I'll wear the shirt when during Thanksgiving when I'm back in Baltimore. I didn't want him to send it to me down here in Chile. Right now I'm in Santiago, Chile. It seems like a lot of you are still a little confused about where I am. I am in Santiago, Chile for 2 months until Thanksgiving. I hope if I speak slow, I hope those of you that are like, hey, how's Baltimore, Adam? No, I am in Santiago, Chile. A lot different than Baltimore. So do you guys get it now? You got listening comprehension. Very good. All right. But that dude, his t-shirts, they're cool. Check it out. I'm sure he'll have more stuff soon enough. And I'm glad he is trying to spread the word to, whoever, the hipsters of Manhattan or Brooklyn or where. And I don't even know if he's even a hipster or not. I'm just saying, that one girl, that one model, she's a hipster. Looks like she's straight out of Williamsburg, dude. Pound that freaking like button. All right, so then we got a buddy of mine in Puerto Rico. And I was in Puerto Rico before in June. Yes, I travel all around the world for people who don't know that. Talking Bitcoin wherever I go. Been on all the continents in the last year, not Antarctica though. So Chris, my buddy in Puerto Rico, he has a video out, his first video ever, talking about Bitcoin. I linked to it below. Check him out. Upvote and pound that like button for him. Do all that good stuff for him because that dude is in motion. And you know that I love people who are in motion in the Bitcoin space. Now let's talk about something a little bit beyond the Bitcoin space. From the man who brought you the Bit license, Ben Lawsky. He retweeted out he retweeted this out. PNC Bank has joined the 100+ financial institutions on RippleNet. It's one of the first major U.S. banks to use blockchain tech to streamline payment into and out of the country. So he retweeted a Ripple tweet. And it was around the same time that Ripple started to pump and people started theorizing like, wow, maybe it's because all these statists, all these people who love bank coins and don't understand decentralization, they love when a centralized figure like Ben Lawsky endorses Ripple. And you know what? That just shows you how centralized Ripple is, okay? That, when one centralized authority can endorse it, and for its centralized qualities, no doubt, and then it pumps. Now you know what? I don't give a darn why it pumped. I think it's quite telling that the big statist control freak Ben Lawsky, who brought us the Bit license, is a fan of Ripple and retweets the Ripple their tweets. Anyway, if you want to really know about the Ripple timeline story, there's a guy named Preston Byrne out there who has a excuse me. What does he have here? A blog post explaining the Ripple timeline. And Tor Demeester said it's one of the best Ripple timelines he's ever seen. So if you want to know what's really going on behind Ripple, you don't want the Ben Lawsky version of it, check out that link below. All right. Finally, my buddy Blake Anderson, he tweeted out the following. Speaking about status type of individuals, he's not one, but what he's talking about is previous annual record for stock buybacks was $589 billion in 2007. This year, we might double the record. S&P 500 companies spent $384 billion buying back stock during the first half of 2018. Stock prices surging as corps spend record money on buybacks. So yeah, people are like, oh, stocks are so great. I mean, it's the corporations themselves that are pumping up their value. But hey, everybody buys into it. And everybody, you can do that. The government gives all these big companies all sorts of benefits so they can play all sorts of games with them. You know what? Let them do what they're going to do. I'm not going to complain. Because I'm in the Bitcoin overlay, dude. You can sit there and complain and come up with conspiracy theories and blame people and troll and do all that stuff. Or you could be in motion. You buy Bitcoin and just be loving life, baby. So anyway, everybody, I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Check out the links section below. Pound that freaking like button. And I will say hello to everybody in the chat right about now.